We are back with another episode on the G60, on the engine from the G60. Basically, in the last episode, we turned the engine. We barely fixed the starter that we could turn the engine over. The engine turns over. It has compression. It has oil pressure and doesn't make any kind of strange noises and stuff like that. And because we know all of that, we can start rebuilding this engine completely, so we can put more parts onto this engine. And in this episode, we received a lot of parts, almost everything. So yeah, I'm going to show you what we are going to do in this episode. So let's begin. The first step is that we are going to remove the starter once again. This is the burned one, because I received an other starter that looks almost the same. It's not the same, to be honest, because this starter only fits the G60. So this starter is brand new. It doesn't fit any other car. So there is no starter for this. At least for now, you can order just new, like 500 euros. So I'm not going to pay 500 euros for a starter that I'm going to need in a year. But I want to see if I can do from these two ones a good one to fix this one. And yeah, check it out. We have we have a lot of parts. This is a brand new part for test cars, from cars that were tested on the road before they produced the model. And check it out. Thanks to Dietrich. Thank you once again. I cannot thank you enough. I received already, and I'm going to receive a lot of other parts. This is a brand spanking new. I'm not really sure if this one was used, because this the gasket, everything doesn't have any kind of wear marks. See that AGR, the temperature sensor, nothing. So this is a brand spanking new. Check it out. So Dietrich, you are the man. Thank you once again. We have throttle body. We have a lot of sensor, temperature sensor, AGR, gasket for the intake, the motor pressure sensor. So everything is here. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this was never used. Let's hope it's not just a prototype that is not working. Let's hope this one is working. All right, then let's start by trying to fix the starter from our G60 project car with this one. This is from an X3 F25 model, but basically looks identical, to be honest. There are a few differences that I'm noticing right now, like this hole in here, we don't have that in here. This part is not the same with the other one, and the shape is not quite the same. But what I'm interested in is to take the inside, like the fork, the guide, and to move it in here. And I'm pretty sure the stator and the rotor are the same on both. So yeah, I'm going to swap this one because we have a gasket in here. The wire copper looks amazing. This one is burnt and the copper wire looks not that amazing. This part, the electrical part, is the same as far as I can see, except for we have a plug on the G60 with a wire, and on this one we have just a connector with a nut for the wire. So it's not with a plug, but that should be our least problem. Let's take everything out to see what we have inside and if we can swap parts. Everything is taken apart. Is this part the same? Looks to be the same. Job done. I moved everything that I was able to move. I measured everything, and there are a few parts that are not the same, of course, like this one. This gasket between these two parts is not the same. I had to put mine, but luckily the fork is the same. All the screws, nuts, bolts, everything is the same. I even move the stator that is the same. We have now like a new one with a BMW logo and part number, which is wrong. But let's try to see if this one will work, because I bought the other one, but I didn't check if it's working. Let's see. Oh yeah, way more healthier sounds than before. Now it's working perfectly. Yes, we have a starter. Perfect, we have a starter. Yes, it's working. But I have to put this part back, because the power prong is on different side. That means the wiring loom, when we assemble everything, it won't fit. See that? Yeah, that's a problem. So sadly I have to move this one back, but I'm going to leave it as is for now, because I'm going to try to buy this part new. Maybe I'm going to find a new one. I couldn't help myself, and I took it all apart again, and I replaced the electrical part. And yeah, sadly, when I've cleaned this pin, the whole socket broke. I can fix it. I can solder in here this wire, and I can make a plug in here, just plug it in, and we have an original starter. Now let's install it. Before we do anything else, we have in here this isolating stuff that should go between the turbo and the cover. I didn't have this piece, now I received it, and for that I'm pretty sure we have to remove this pack again. In fact, let's take this one out to be sure that this is for our engine, because it's a lot of trial and error with this car. There are no parts, you cannot order the parts, you cannot order all the parts, and yeah, that's why we have some problems. But I'm pretty sure this is for this car. This might be broken, because it's way too flimsy. It's not quite broken, but it has something here. Yeah, not bad. Let's install it. Maybe I can bend this one. Let's not bend anything, let's remove it normally. Another problem fixed. Now let's turn the engine over, because we have to work on the other side. On this side we just have to install the turbo and the particle filter. Particle filter, we have it. The turbo, I have the old one. I have to check if I can fix it or not, but that's a problem for later. We have this grommet that we didn't had in the last episode for this pipe. This should go in here. Yes, it does. But this one should go in here. That's more like it. Perfect. Now we have to install this pipe before we install the intake manifold. This should go like this, It's starting to look like an engine. It's perfect. Okay. And I'm going to set everything to 10 Newton meters, but don't take this information as the correct one because I have no idea. Next piece that goes in is the secondary thermostat, and this should go in here somehow. Yes, looks all right. We have the original screws in here. Ten Newton meter as well. So this one is done. Let's try next the intake. So intake, it doesn't matter if we have the water pump or not. It won't be a problem at all. Yep. We can remove this pipe and after that the water pump. So yeah, it's working. We sandblasted our intake and looks like brand new. There are a lot of spots where I cannot get rid of this stuff, but that's not a problem because everything is clean. Everything looks all right, to be honest. I want to be sure that this part works normally, but apparently works really normal. Because thanks to Dietrich, thank you Dietrich once again, we received a prototype intake. It's not the same. Maybe you can notice clearly that it's not the same. How can I show you? It's like in a mirror. See that? It's not the same. And it has no part number, no company name, nothing. So this is a prototype. But I'm pretty sure that everything else will fit on my intake. So let's move now everything, because in here we have the pressure sensor, we have the motor for the intake, we have even these holders for the cover, engine cover, throttle body with sensor, and I received as well something else. It should be somewhere in here. Just a second to search that. Yes. So this came with a prototype intake, and it should go like there. And this is my part. My piece should go something like that. My piece looks brand new because I've sandblasted this one as well, but are not the same. Looks to be almost the same, but are not the same. So we are going to take the new gasket and put it on our, this is the AGR pipe. We are going to take the gasket. Now we are going to move everything that we can move from the new intake to our intake. Basically the gaskets first. Perfect, fits perfectly. And this one as well. I moved basically everything, and yeah, we have a throttle body, we have everything, pressure sensor, and in here I have as well the other sensor, temperature sensor. I'm pretty sure it's a temperature sensor. So I've checked and rechecked, everything works just normal. Yes, everything moves freely. Now we can install it. Before we close the day, let's try to install this engine bracket or engine mount support. I've noticed now that the microphone was off, so I'm not really sure how the last footage is going to be. Before I'm closing the video, I'm going to show you that I removed this pipe because I'm searching now a water pump. If I have the water pump, this side is completely done. We just have to put in here the injectors and stuff like that, but we have everything in here if I'm going to find the water pump. So that's why I removed the pipe from here for the water pump. And I have in here, these are the pipes that should go somehow in here, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Guntersblum. Yes, so something like this. See that? On this screw there, on this screw in here. These are for in here as well. These are the lines for AdBlue, and this comes first before turbo and stuff. But I'm not sure if I will install this now, and let me tell you why. Because in here we have the end for the hoses for clips. In here it should be a hose that goes over, and I'm not really sure if I can buy just this part, just this hose. If not, I have to replace everything. So that depends if I'm going to find just from here, the hose from here. And after that, I'm going to decide if I'm going to install it or not. But all of that is going to be in the next episode, because in this episode, we've installed almost everything. We have a complete engine. Everything looks amazing. This basically engine is complete. Everything else we can buy later, and we don't need now. In the next episode, we are going to finish all the parts that I have for this engine. I have a few parts. I'm going to install everything. Maybe I'm going to find the water pump, and I'm going to install that as well. And we are going to start checking the gearbox. And sadly, the gearbox is right there in the garden. It was well covered since October last year. Since I received the car, it's on a pallet in here, on a plastic pallet. It's not on wood, so it didn't have any kind of water. In fact, let me show you. So we have a plastic pallet in here. The gearbox was covered more times. We have no water ingress in here, nothing. And we are going to take this one into the garage. We are going to remove all the brackets from here, from everywhere. In fact, we are going to send those brackets to be sandblasted or media blasted, and we are going to try to fix this or revive this if it's doable, of course. And if it's doable, we are going to finish the gearbox, the engine, install everything together, and we can continue after with the chassis. Pretty much that's about it for today's episode. If you want to see more progress on this car, on all of my cars, join me for the next episode. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, as usual, thumbs down. Until next time, see you later.